Hey guys, what is going on? It's your man Morgan Man, and welcome to the Morgan Man Sports Podcast YouTube edition. Guys, I am very sorry for the lack of content here on the YouTube edition. I am just been overwhelmed with just everything else going on in my life. I'm actually fixing to turn off my PS4. That thing sounds like a freaking jet whenever it starts like running this fan. But anyways, that is off topic right there. But today's subject of matter, guys, is the top 9 offense and defense for this year's NFL season. And so I'm going to actually go over the Atlanta Falcons rankings for this. This is on NFL.com by Adam Sheen. He is an NFL.com columnist. It was published on August 13th and updated on August 13th as well. So, do want to let you guys know about that. So, let's actually go over the top defense of this year. So, the number 1 defense coming into this year is the LA Chargers, 2 Cowboys, 3 Bears, 4 Jaguars, 5 Buffalo Bills, 6 the Patriots, 7 the Minnesota Vikings, number 8 is the Atlanta Falcons, and number 9 is the Green Bay Packers. So those are the other honorable mentions, but number 8 is quite surprising for me. Honestly, I figured we would have been low on this. So when the Atlanta Falcons defense was healthy in 2017, it was a top 9 unit. So this unit doesn't remotely feel like a stretch. The Falcons D was decimated by injuries last season, but there's no way that they'll have such a bad luck again, right? Well, getting a healthy Deion Jones and Keanu Neal back means everything to this defense. Just look at what a defense the presence of these two can make. So wherever you have both of them on the field, a completion percentage is 63.5, one or both off is 69%. Yards per attempt is 6.7 with both and 7.5 with one or without both. And then touchdown percentage is 3.6 compared to 6.3 whenever this. Okay, so I'm sorry, I am like all over the place today. But 3.6 is whenever both of them are on the field, and 6.3 is whenever one or both is off the field. So definitely them two right there makes a huge difference. Ricardo Allen is definitely going to be back as well, but like I said, Grady Jarrett is going to make a huge impact this year as well on that defensive line. But Deion Jones and Keanu Neal are definitely the ones that I'm looking forward to this regular season. I honestly would not be surprised if we have a breakout week 1 during the regular season up in Minnesota. So definitely, I'm looking forward to that. It is quite high right now, but then there again, 2017, the Falcons were a top 9 defense going into that year because everybody was healthy, everybody was pumped, ready to get back to the Super Bowl. We made it to the divisional round, and then we just fell apart. So I hated that we did that, and then of course 2018 we were decimated by injuries. But this 2019 season, everybody's back healthy, and I'm ready for it, dude. I really am. So, number 8 is the Atlanta Falcons whenever it comes to the defense. So now number 9, now this is no, trick or treat or, like this ain't no funny gimmick. This is for real. Number 1 is the Atlanta Falcons. So I will go over the other honorable mentions. 2 Chiefs, 3 Rams, 4 Chargers, 5 Saints, 6 Packers, 7 Browns, 8 Eagles, and 9 the Colts. So honestly, for number one, it's a given because the Atlanta Falcons is a juggernaut of an offense. And plus, two, you have Dirk Koetter back in Atlanta, calling the plays for this offense. He knows. It wouldn't be a surprise to me if he just studies defenses as well, during his off time, which I'm pretty sure he does. Every offensive coordinator does, but it seems like Dirk Koetter is making that extra push to go above and beyond to pay attention to the little details that do matter. That is what's going to help us during this regular season when we're going up against the likes of a New Orleans Saints or the Colts or the Texans or even the Eagles, because the Eagles are right now one of the teams that are projected to actually go back to the Super Bowl this year or even make a deep playoff push. So if we can honestly go up against the Saints and the Eagles this year and totally just win out our games, I'm not saying just a complete blowout 60-7 or nothing but like that, but maybe a 2-touchdown lead and winning the game, honestly guys, that would be great for the Atlanta Falcons. That would give us the extra momentum headed into maybe the playoffs if we do make it this year, which I think we are. It's really going to be a tough, the schedule itself is tough, but if the Falcons stay healthy and stay consistent on offense and defense, we can also be a 14-2 team this year, or even, I would love to say it, but a undefeated team. I would love to see the Atlanta Falcons be an undefeated team this season and go on to a deep, and I mean deep playoff push to go back to the Super Bowl and potentially beat the Patriots if they even make it to the Super Bowl, which, every year they have been making it to the playoffs since Super Bowl 51. So definitely I'm looking forward to that rematch if that happens. But the Atlanta Falcons is number one on this list, guys. And again, it's no joke. It's a juggernaut on offense. And whenever you have the likes of Devontae Freeman, which is a huge IQ of a running back, he could visualize, okay, if I make this right, that defender over there, he's gonna stop me just 2 yards shy of the first down or the red zone. Or, if I run up to the middle and then juke left, I could gain 50 yards down the field. He has an IQ that really I think no other running back has. Unlike the likes of maybe a Saquon Barkley, Todd Gurley, all of them, but the Atlanta Falcons definitely has a gem in Devontae Freeman. And of course, the backups, Ito Smith and Brian Hill, it was going to be Tevin Coleman this year, but he went to the 49ers, which I'm not too worried about the 49ers this season. 5 interceptions and 1 pick six. Jimmy Garoppolo. Okay, never mind. So, anyways, but now the wide receiver core is definitely the one everybody's looking forward to. And of course the tight end core, because now the tight end core is Austin Hooper, definitely like a baby Gronk, pretty much. Austin Hooper, he puts himself in a position that no other tight end can in today's modern NFL. If it was Tony Gonzalez, then I would say him and all that, but today we got, I was going to say Tony Gonzalez, but we got Austin Hooper and Luke Stalker. Now, Luke Stalker, I'm not too familiar on, because I've never watched a Tennessee Titans game, not unless it was last season against the Eagles in the United Kingdom, or London, actually, whichever one it was. But anyways, so definitely a gem in Austin Hooper. I think we're going to keep him for the long haul. But now the wide receiver core is definitely the one people are looking forward to the most of. And that is Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Mohamed Sanu, Justin Hardy, Keanu Lewis, I think it is, or Keeves Lewis. I can't even pronounce his name much. Actually, I got a signature from him when I went to the training camp this year. So definitely, thank you, K. Lewis, number 19, rise up. But yeah, like I said, it's a no-brainer that the Atlanta Falcons are a number one offense this year. The only problem I do have with us being a number one offense is every year it seems like Matt Ryan, the very first game, he can't get into rhythm much. And, we lose our first regular season game. We go 0-1, but then we'll drop like freaking 7 rankings. And that's my only problem right there. But now if Matt Ryan can reverse that decision, well, not decision, but reverse like that kind of like mentality and just totally blow out the Vikings, not preseason, but week 1, oh my God, we would stay number 1. We will stay number 1 and continuously stay like that. But, in past, Matt Ryan has had a very bad, not like a very bad, but, somewhat average week 1 game. And then, but week 2, from then on out, is like, oh my God, he's like better than Tom Brady. Just stuff like that. So, it's just a matter of game by game and see how we do. But there's no worrying, guys, about what the Falcons are doing this preseason, because I'd rather have a 0-4 preseason with everybody healthy than a 4-0 preseason with a lot of your starters being out of the equation. That right there is just a recipe for disaster. And yes, we are a loaded roster. The rookies are definitely making an impression during this preseason. And of course, it's going to be a tough decision to cut a lot of people to make the 53-man roster. So, in a way, I'm not worried about it, but in another way, I am, because who's just saying Matt Ryan gets out there with like a 6-string wide receiver? He don't even know his name much, and he throws to him, and the receiver is like all the way back here, and Matt Ryan threw the ball towards the red zone, and Caleb's like, "What, dude?" And Matt Ryan's like, "Yeah, why is that?" just something crazy like that. But yeah, the rookies and Matt Ryan are probably going to have a somewhat off balance, but then there again, Matt Ryan could adjust and okay, well, he's right here. Maybe if I throw just a little bit harder, maybe he can grab it for the first down or even the touchdown in the red zone. So guys, that is all the time I have for today, but I do apologize for the inconvenience of not really uploading the YouTube video. It's just me. It's really just me uploading this podcast and stuff by myself, doing all the editorial work, everything else like that. So I do apologize. I'm going to try my best to stay more consistent with the video thing. If not, maybe 2 videos once a month, like someone like the Falcoholic will do, because they rarely even upload a podcast. So it kind of makes me wonder, maybe substitute some for like the likes of maybe writing an article on my site, which I need to do that as well. So it's just a whole mess. It's just me by myself. But hey, I love the grind. I love the experience I'm gonna get just working by myself. So I am definitely humbled about that. And actually, I'm recording this tonight, or well, the day of the Falcons Jets game before kickoff. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. Which you guys probably will hear this. Yeesh. Probably Saturday night, at most, maybe Sunday morning, is what I would have to really just say for right now. It could be even Friday with the podcast going live. So we'll just have to wait and see. It depends on how much work I get done today, the time of this recording, because tonight, whenever I get done watching the game, I'm recording the podcast for the Morgan Met Sports Podcast on SoundCloud.com, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. So guys, like I said, it's just a random time between really Friday and, let's just say, Sunday morning for whenever I get this video uploaded. But again, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure the like button on YouTube.com. Leave a comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Definitely, it will help me out. And while you're over here, make sure you click in the About section to go to my SoundCloud page or Spotify or Google Podcasts, wherever you're going to get your podcast from on those major platform streaming sites. Make sure you're subscribing there to listen to the podcast. Till then, guys, Good morning. We'll catch you all later. Peace.